troubles in the sea.
You don't know that? You ain't met all the bartenders yet?
They serve us trouble in the sea.
It's like hairdressers. All
They
right.
either serve heavy alcoholic drinks
All right.
or the hopes and dreams that you'll be able to serve them while serving you heavy alcoholic drinks.
don't
that's
drink
the
soda.
ruse. Like, oh man, I think she's feeling me. Meanwhile, you're just drunk.
What's up, Alex? All right. Got the stream chat up. Got you guys running. Let's make our goal real quick, and then we'll get started. All right, what are we gonna make our goal tonight? Put that in a 2-hour limit, and then farmers carry 100 pounds, 5, 7 laps. Boom. All right. Super chat's running. Got our milk. Got our chat. Got our weight. It is time. All right. Let's get warmed up. What's up, Mark? Hey, what's up, Jamal? What's up, How's it going? All right. Let's get our warm-ups going. Started almost right on time today, guys. Kind of wing it, Jamal. Usually I do, I'll do like 135 warm up, then do like 225 for 2 to 3, and then kind of just feel it out from there. I try and go to at least like 95% of my 1 rep every night. But it just really depends on how we feel once we get there. Some nights we go all the way up to PR, some nights we don't. A lot of singles. All right, let's grab it. First couple sets, I usually don't have much rest time. Yep. Woo! Yeah, I did deadlift last night, felt pretty good. But I did it on a full stomach with a real tight belt. I definitely felt that afterwards. I'm trying. I want. Within the next, by next meet, I want to be in the mid-5s. Would be ideal. All right, let's add some more weight. All right. It's very specific, White Lion. Yeah, I feel that 100%. I think my next one is the same one as you're going to, the Palmetto Classic. Or is it the Classic we're going to next? Yeah, it's the Classic, right? So, the one over in Florence. That's the next one. I'm excited for that one. I liked that one last year. It was well put together. All right. For the most part. like you did pretty good in the showdown. I felt a little rough that day, personally. But I do 100% blame that on myself because I didn't sleep enough the night before. So.
Spirit of that lady.
Huh?
Spirit of that lady.
Yeah. Oh. I think my biggest issue in the last one, the last meet at the showdown, my last bench attempt, I lined up a little high, and when I went to pull the bar out, I had to actually adjust myself. If I'm not mistaken, that's what happened, which was kind of sad because I definitely had it, but the weight moved. It just. We're warming up right now, Jack. But I think my opener for the next meet on the bench is I think I'm gonna bump it to like 315 to open. I'm not 100% yet. I love opening low to get the nerves off, but I might bump my opener to 315 on the bench. All right, let's add some more weight. I need to grab some plates, guys. Hold on. All right. That's solid numbers right there. Solid numbers. I've been seeing your stuff on Instagram. You definitely there. I bench close grip, Nick. I typically bench close grip. So. All right. I don't love people. A lot of people love the wide grip. I just can't get into it. I've tried it a few times. It's not good for your shoulder. You'll move some more heavier numbers immediately, but you'll pay for it long term, and that you'll plateau at some point. So. Yeah, it's all about, right? 3 white lights. 3 white lights.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Huh?
That doesn't sound healthy.
That's when you don't get any red lights at powerlifting. That's a good thing.
Alright.
You're gonna get on camera?
No.
You don't know, but you're currently on camera.
I'm not. That's
You're
right.
the mirror. You are very visible right now.
Thought you turned it.
I didn't do it. If y'all want to comment on him in particular, like you usually do, you can now. You'll see it. You can see the chat currently. Y'all have so much to say about him when he's not watching chat. I can't remember the last time I went bowling, Mark. It's been a long time. I'm not very good at bowling. All right, let's grab this.
This is the perfect opportunity to say chicken butt.
It has not been 3 months, Mark. It has not been 3 months. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 months. I've only been streaming for 4 months. 5 months. 3 months. Whew. All right. We've done 2 PRs since we started streaming because I was at 350, I believe, when we started streaming. And then we got sick. We hit 350, we hit 360, 365. We're at 355. We hit 360 and 365 back to back. So like within 3 weeks of each other. So I'm very chill, Mark. I'm very chill. Did y'all see how good I am at Wordle though in the Discord? Top tier. Second attempt. Second attempt. All right.
Are you gonna answer this question?
Who's got a question?
Bro said, guess what? Like twice.
Sure. What? I don't want to guess. I don't have any. Like, there's no context clues.
Why didn't you say chicken butt? I always say that.
Did you say chicken butt?
No, I was saying, why didn't you say chicken butt?
I could. All right. Let's figure out what we're doing here.
See, I knew it. Fucking knew it.
You see, that's what happened.
Fucking
See,
knew
I'm
it.
what?
Kick his ass
You
off
got
the
me.
chat,
Got
no?
You got me. Got it. That's what happened.
And just like that, you've been banned.
I've been training for 5 years.
I really hope that's sarcasm.
What? That he's never heard of chicken butt?
Yes.
We had, unless he's foreign, I would say it's sarcasm.
Fair enough.
All right. So guys, the idea is here. So to break plateaus, you need the mental aspect as well. I wouldn't say we're at a plateau right now. We just had a little bit of a hiccup. But to break that mental part, you got to see someone else bench it first. Know it's possible. So he's actually going to bench it for me.
I knew you were talking about him.
You in particular.
No, him over there.
All you do is legs today.
I know how to fix that plateau. We gotta get you some Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce?
Yep.
I don't like Chick-fil-A sauce. It's a bottom tier sauce. It's not even that good. Every time we talk about Chick-fil-A sauce, this is like, what? I'm not.
I'm sorry, that comment made me laugh. Oh, that's funny.
All right.
They're fighting.
They're fighting? About Chick-fil-A sauce?
No.
Okay. I'm used to them fighting, but if it was Chick-fil-A sauce, it'd be a little odd.
I'm weak.
I can't see the chat.
Tier. That's top tier. You gotta go back. Did you see Pablo's comment?
Yeah. He's vying for top spot right now. That's what I'm gathering.
I needed that laugh for the night.
There's always something going on.
I
Always
can
something
go into my off day happily now.
Off day?
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow
From the gym?
from work.
Oh, okay. Not from the gym.
No.
There's no such thing as an off day.
Bullshit.
What do you mean?
Do you see me here on Sundays?
Sundays is the only off day. All right, we're doing a little rest, guys. We're gonna hit this in just a second.
Sorry. I wanted to see the message that was hidden.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it, I promise.
It's not for me. Fuck. Never mind, I can't see it. Alright.
Alrighty. You know, so the audio does come from the phone. You've been whispering to them for a couple minutes now. They're probably gonna clip your voice.
Show me your butthole. No.
Close grip will increase your bench. You'll get stronger triceps from it, specifically. So.
You bench, you'll see it if anyone says anything.
What?
I said you bench, you'll see it if somebody says anything.
Well, what'd you do?
That's what I whispered. If you didn't hear it, it's fine.
All right, let's make adjustments to the camera angle, though.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, actually, I do have to make an adjustment to the camera angle. Because I'm going to go for a PR attempt, and I want to get it on.
Do I need to?
Yeah, I'm gonna get you a spot. People can see what you look like.
Oh, fuck no.
It's the only reason I'm going for a PR
Never
team.
mind. You can die tonight. It's a good thing there's another gym over here.
I've never used a bench block, Jamal, but I've used bench chains. I've done short reps before. I've never done bench block. Now I've done pin presses, similar concept, I suppose.
I'll be here for motivation.
You're supposed to stop.
I see it.
This is a PR attempt.
I see it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll put 2 pounds on there if you fail. Remember, you can't fail if the camera's going, so I believe you said that. No, that was Curtis. Never mind.
Oh, that sounds like it was
Definitely Curtis. Yeah, that was Curtis.
It does sound like it. You ready?
Hell, you should be the one that's ready here.
All right, so we got 365, 370, guys. I do not feel super rested today, but I feel like this is gonna move. If not, he'll curl it, so we're good.
Okay, let's see. Yep. Come on.
Damn it. I just can't seem to break 370. Why?
More Taco Bell and Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce isn't gonna help.
I'm telling you, it is. A little
It's
extra
not.
calorie boost.
Tomorrow doesn't count, only today counts. Oh, why is that not one move? It is. It's been moving quick in the bottom every time, Brent.
Maybe you need the good old Kakashi Sensei.
That's not gonna help.
It might. Just saying.
It's also gonna be really hard to do that through a bench. Also, we're still not, even if it could work.
I'm just saying.
I can break the plateau otherwise.
No, Kakashi had good methods. I'm just saying.
Could add some floor presses. So that is the one thing that we can't get like heavy enough in this gym, Mark.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
So the one thing we can't get heavy enough in this gym currently is triceps. So maybe that's our problem.
Facts.
See, he knows too. They're just not heavy enough. I might have to add in some other tricep work for like a week and see if that breaks our plateau. That might be where we're stalling. That might be where we're stalling. We might have to abandon our ropes for a couple of weeks and work some other tricep movements. That might be the play, guys. Yeah, we did. We got to hear Bryn. We had a little bit of a pause. It went like a little bit more, and then it stalled out. This side moved a little further than this side, but that you're always going to have a slight imbalance at maximal effort. So we're not going to try that again. That was definitely maximal effort there. But
Kakashi. Just saying.
so we're not gonna.
The
Sounds like a
Kakashi-
terrible plan.
I'm just saying, the Kakashi worked for Naruto, so I don't see why it can't work for you.
There is no tomorrow. Bicep curls definitely help bench. All right. It's a mental thing. All right. We're gonna go heavy on triceps tonight, guys. We're gonna drop it down to like 335, do 1, 2, 3 reps. I don't know.
Brain gets it, just saying.
What's that?
Brain gets it. Kakashi. Just saying.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Is it? I'm sure you've seen the videos where the guy was struggling with the leg press.
I feel like you have to get under the bar before you can make recommendations. I feel like you have to get under the bar and bench before you can make
Yeah,
recommendations.
I did on Monday. Remember, that was my push day.
Doesn't count unless it's on
That
camera.
was my push day.
Doesn't count unless it's on camera.
It was on the gym cameras.
They're off.
How would you know?
Because I turned them off.
I'll call the police.
Why?
Because
not
what are you
illegal to
doing in the
turn-
office?
Huh?
What are you doing in the office?
I don't have access to the office anymore. I did at one point.
You're
Maybe they've
going
been
to
off
jail,
since
buddy.
then. Maybe they've been off since then. All right. Oh.
Who's the comment?
You're welcome to jump in on the bench.
No, I'm good.
You already did legs. Legs increases testosterone production. Did you know that?
I had a comment for what you said, but I don't think it's
Probably not.
Yeah, it's probably not good for that. I'm just rebuilding what I lost last night.
335 here. 335.
Did you catch that?
We probably. Huh?
I said I'm rebuilding what I lost last night.
This is barbells, Jamal, out in Elgin. I'll tell you what, we get 30 more likes and I'll give out his IP address. No, I'm not going to do
That's crazy.
that. It's not happening.
Remember, Second Amendment rights, guys. Just saying.
I'm just kidding about the IP address. Probably.
I'm not kidding about the Second Amendment rights.
What we got here?
Yeah, Kakashi Sensei method right there. You'll get it up.
You gotta try my method first. Snort a little creatine and cayenne pepper.
Creatine and cayenne pepper.
Yeah. I'm still not gonna do your method, but you gotta try it first.
I mean, I feel like you should take a taste of your own medicine. You should try it first.
Every morning.
No. The Kakashi method. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna slowly insert these hands. Yep. So you got a little scared. You move faster.
Huh?
I saw that you got a little scared. You move faster on that one.
Oh no, I was good on that one.
No. I saw your abs clench because you quivered your butthole.
Oh, when you started moving towards it? Ugh. Yeah, that one felt good, Jamal. Anything up to like 365 has been super smooth, Jamal. We even got 340 at a double at this point, and 340 Larson press as well. It's specifically this 370, and I think it's triceps. You're welcome to jump in anytime. We can get your face on a t-shirt. Not like on the t-shirt like in a bad way. You know,
The
like
ginger
maybe
babies are only here to see Ginger Daddy. That's what we're calling it, Cole.
All right, let's do 315, guys. Full rest, then 315 for like a double or something.
I don't even know what. Never mind.
There's some things that happen in this chat you don't talk about. Ugh.
You'll see.
You know, so Mark, that has happened. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I have no idea. So believe it or not, Mark, that has happened. So I think when I was originally going for 325, I racked 330. I don't know if it was by accident or if I decided to try and jump. And then I hit 330 before I ever hit 325. So maybe, maybe that just got to change the number up.
I want to see the deleted message.
Huh?
I want to see the deleted message.
They're usually just spam. That's a good starting point. It'll help you build some muscle, but I take a little bit more protein than that.
Well, you remember I was telling you about the Celsius energy drink yesterday?
Yeah.
I was scrolling through Facebook today, and apparently in some athletes, Celsius was showing up on their drug test as crack. Like it was falsely showing a crack.
I don't remember that. There's no way Celsius.
It was showing, falsely as crack in their drug test.
Why?
You remember I told you I could drink a Celsius and be up to 2 in the morning for no fucking reason.
Someone needs to check on Celsius.
I'm saying. Like I would drink, and this is when I was still coming in the gym at like 6. I would drink a Celsius, and I'd just be up.
That's some special Celsius. Tested positive for Fairlight. I will fact check him. Maybe fake news. Maybe
If
fake
it
news.
might be fake news, but if I can find it again.
I need sources. Celsius just seems like such a family friendly brand. I'd almost trust it with Alani more than I trust it with Celsius. I think Celsius owns Alani now, though. How did we go from Celsius to Elon? What is going on, guys?
Yeah, MLB, but it was, okay, 13 hours ago, it was proven to be false.
It was false?
Literally 13 hours ago.
Alright, guys. It was fake news. Fake news.
It's like, is that why I'm up till 2 in the morning?
Because you're drinking 3 of them, that's why.
1.5.
Yeah, that's exactly
No,
what it is.
no,
That's
no.
exactly what it is.
It'll literally say on the can, don't drink more than 1 in a day. I'm like,
That's a
that's
suggestion,
suspicious.
I feel like.
That's suspicious.
Ugh. So here's a question for chat, guys. If you had the opportunity to be on the first ship to Mars, to like be part of the first Mars colony, are you going?
Hell no.
No, I'm not going.
I'm not. No,
There ain't no
no.
bench press on Mars.
That's a, you know, whatever. No.
That's going around.
Yeah.
Immediately no.
Aliens are on the planet like, yeah, we'll just hide for the rover. The moment some fresh meat drops on the planet, they're fucked. It's not
They
done.
show up and they've got barbecue grills rolled out. They're like, what are you guys
Yeah, no.
doing? They're like, yeah,
Food
this,
came to us.
this is for you. You don't know it yet. But
Yeah, food came to us.
That's another thing. There's no way. I don't care the amount of money. You're not getting me in any of those like the Titan submarine like
No.
tours. I'm not doing it. If I can't use a snorkel effectively at the depth, then I don't want to be there.
If they came out with a hyperbolic time chamber tomorrow, would you get in it?
100%. Is there a bench press in the time chamber?
I mean, would you need it?
What do you mean? I guess it's all like gravity and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still want it.
Fair enough.
Space or the ocean? The ocean. I'd rather explore the ocean.
Ever since they said NASA started out with exploring the ocean, and then they switched to space,
I think they
don't know.
figured out the ocean was too hard.
Yeah, no.
I think like the pressure at the bottom of the ocean is like way worse than we realize. I feel like the ocean's the last place that we're realistically gonna explore though, right?
Why?
How many people are you gonna convince to explore space, you feel like?
A lot. I feel like you could.
No, you'll convince them to go to space, but understand that like 3 generations of whoever goes to explore space
Mhm.
is gonna die before they even get to the part they need to explore. It's like, hey, you're gonna get in a spaceship, and then you're just gonna have to fly it, and then you're gonna die, your kids are gonna fly it, and then they're gonna die, and then their kids are gonna fly it, and then they're probably gonna die, and then their kids might see something cool. I'm right. Like Wall-E, you know what I'm saying?
They were fat.
That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, it's already happening, but people don't want to talk about that.
I feel like you don't have to know how to swim to explore the ocean.
Well, you'll explore it one way or another if you don't know how to swim.
Well, you can't, like, we know what's in swimming depths, right? Like diving, we figured that part out. I feel like the only thing left is like the deep parts of the ocean. Like, you ain't swimming there.
Fair.
Even if you could, would you want to?
No, because I know that giant squid is waiting.
Oh, yeah, it's been
I
waiting
know
to
that giant squid is waiting.
What's up, Knight? Yeah, we always have the milk. Always have the milk. We're the milkmen, actually. Well, two
No,
of the three. There's three
there's
of
no
us.
we. Stop including me in this group. It's got you there.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. He gets it straight out of Red Bank.
Gotta grab that, and then grab a slingshot. Maybe almost dunk 405 on one side.
Tell you.
You catching the reference?
Yep. Ain't shit, but yeah, the reference has been caught. You aren't shit, but I'm sure he can do it now.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, Kakashi Sensei. Oh yeah, definitely Kakashi Sensei.
Don't. Not the time to make me laugh.
I know it wasn't the time.
Not the time to make me laugh.
I know it wasn't.
Completely lost composure halfway through the bench press.
Yeah, I'm on.
If that had been 5 pounds heavier, it would not
Yeah,
have.
I would have been here to catch you, but
You could have waited till afterwards.
perfect time. Now we know your core is solid too. This is what I'm here for.
I was fine, Raphael, until until I laughed. That's what would have gotten me. Exactly. And I haven't seen him do any cardio, so I don't know how long it would take for him to get over to the bench.
That's insane. That's actually insane. That's insane. I had my mile time written up on that board. You didn't.
Yeah, I kept it a mystery. I didn't want to make everybody else feel bad about my mile time.
Yeah, I doubt that. I doubt that.
Ugh. It's like, oh, he's doing bicycle kicks with 315. Now's the time to make a jump.
Really test if he's strong.
Yeah, let's figure it out.
I'll put the 2-pound plates on there if you don't make it.
Yeah, exactly. You got to put a 45 on. You can't just put 2.5.
No, two and a half.
It's got to at least be more than PR.
Call the paramedics and be like, I don't know what happened. He sneezed and then the 2.5s came down.
Oh, you're pulling the rest of the weight off.
Yeah. Maybe he has on those SpongeBob arms.
A pegboard climb? I've done rock climbing. I don't think I've ever seen the pegboard climb.
Okay.
God bless him, Johnson. We started 30 minutes ago we started. 30 minutes ago we started.
Well, you're going down, so I can go home. Cool.
Yeah. You could bench.
Tomorrow, because let's push that.
Tomorrow, you guys heard him. Tomorrow he's going to bench on
I'm
camera.
not benching on stream like I did before you.
But you could on stream.
No, I'm good. The bench will already have happened.
What's that?
Doesn't.
The streams are flexible.
Doesn't matter.
If you guys send him enough mail to his house, he will do it. You gotta send it to his address though. They don't know your address. Well, I don't think they know your address. If you start getting mail, let me know. I'll almost feel bad about it. But all of a sudden, you just got 300 letters saying bench.
I know people in higher places.
It's not the ones in higher places that can help you. All right. All right, what am I gonna do here? 275, 295. 100. 300. All right, later. No, we did not get 385 today. We did go for 370 though, Tom. We're gonna have to start upping our tricep routine a little bit. I think triceps is definitely gonna be our key area. Nice, Lion. Congrats on the promotion. I just saw that. Nice, Alex. I believe in you. I'm gonna take as much time as I want. We've been benching for 35 minutes so far. So we are not behind on our bench progression. But we are gonna start upping our triceps. So I think, I have no idea. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something today. We're gonna change something. I'm working on it in my head right now. We could do skull crushers. I'm probably gonna do skull crushers. So, but we've maxed out the machine here for triceps. So we don't need safeties for 300, Pink. I appreciate the concern. Maybe we'll add in some heavy dips. Maybe we'll do 3 sets of heavy dips. Really dial in on the triceps. No, because the dip belt's broken. I'm working on it. Big braining right now. Give me till triceps time. I'll have something. Yeah, and I think that's why we're stalling. So. Increased testosterone levels are not a bad thing, no. Naturally, of course. So. Nice, 230 solid work, Alex. Pink already answered your question. We don't need it for 300. I am my own safeties. What's up, Worldwide? One day I'll convince him to bench on camera. Give me time, chat. Give me time. I don't stretch, Tom. I'm doing good, Worldwide. I'm doing good. We're gonna make some changes. Mossberg! We're gonna make some changes to our tricep routine to get over this plateau. So, not a good idea to have your bench clipped when you're by yourself. So let's say worst case scenario, you don't make a lift, Pink, right? What are you gonna do? You have really 2 options here, right? If you have clips on, you are now hopefully gonna be able to get it onto your lap so you can sit up with the weight, or be able to tip it and not have it land on your neck as you're rolling off the bench, right? But if you don't have clips on, you can dump weight, right? You can dump one side and then it's gonna slam down and make a lot of noise, but ultimately you're gonna probably get out from underneath it. So, all right. Right now, where I'm hitting my hiccup is that midway portion of the 370, right? So I'm hitting chest. I'm coming off chest real good. Right here is where I'm getting stuck. That is going to be primarily a tricep issue, right? So I know that. So we got to change triceps and then work from there. We got to make our triceps a little stronger. We're gonna hit this for another 3 reps real quick. 3 reps real quick. And then we'll do one more special drop set. One more special drop set. Yeah. Woo-wee! No tendon issues for me, no. 365 is my PR. So I can't. We might go that route. So we talked about floor presses earlier. Jamal was in the chat. We talked about floor presses as a possibility. We could also go that route. Oh, it's going to happen very soon worldwide. I can feel it. It's going to be a good day. It's going to make it happen. It's just going to be one of these days we feel really good, and we're just going to hit it. So Ray, there's actually 2 different movements I could implement. Really 3. So we could do chain presses, right? We could add chains to the bench. We could do pin presses, floor presses, or, hear me out, there's actually another one. We could do what's called a max effort press. Have you guys heard of max effort press? It may be called something else. There's a few different names for it. But you actually put the safeties above the bar on the rack over there. You put the safeties above the bar, and you press the bar against the rack itself. And you get about halfway up, and you just maximum effort for like 7 to 10 seconds. You just maximal as much effort as you can give pressing against the rack. It's going to allow you to exert yourself fully, and then you rest. So that's it works. I've seen it help people, but I'm not 100% sold on its effectiveness. But skull crushers are probably going to happen. It's been a while since I've done maximum PR skull crushers. The heaviest I've ever been comfortable doing skull crushers is 135. I've never tried any more than 135. But that's been a long time. That's been a long time. Like a year. You guys remember we tried this that one time? Let's see if we've gotten any better at it. So it's on the squat rack bring, so you have the adjustable hooks. So you put the hooks on the rack and you set the safeties just above it. And then you just re-rack on the hooks and you slide out. Floor press is, so anytime you're doing like a pin or floor press, the goal is to target a certain range of motion. So if I feel like, so let's say I'm getting off the chest and I'm getting, 2 or 3 inches off the chest every time, but I'm not locking out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find that position by setting my safeties at a certain height, right? So I'll set the safeties higher, right? And I'll only press from that range of motion at a heavier weight than I'm comfortable to work on just strengthening the muscle groups that are active in that range, right? So if I'm getting off the chest every time, I know that portion of the lift is good. I just need to work on that lockout, right? So I just work the lockouts from pins or from the floor. 490 sharp. All right. Let's grab this. So you guys remember this. I forget who made this suggestion originally. So I forget who made this suggestion originally, but we're gonna give it a shot. We did it one time and it worked kind of okay. Yep. 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 That's actually really core intensive, believe it or not. Core intensive. Really core intensive. Because you have to keep your core tight while twisting. It's a very odd position. I'm done playing with that. Though. All right, let's go do some actual stuff. We got curls to do, guys. We got curls. Then we'll mix in something interesting for triceps, and we'll do shoulders, of course. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it pans out, right? All right, let's move on. I've explained, Rich Guy, that we're not going to be doing a one-handed bench anytime soon. I'm prepping for competition, Rich Guys. It's not a smart play to be playing around like that right before competition. All right. Let's get this in. We're going to do curls. Curls, guys, curls. So I want to do something specific to triceps, Bryn. We might do that, but if I do that, I'll end up, burning my triceps a little too quickly for the heavier tricep movements I want to try tonight. I honestly think we might do overhead extensions. We might do, I don't know, I'm working on it in my brain. My brain is braining right now, so I'll let you guys know as soon as I come up with my solution. Because there's a few things we could do. I could also use the more dangerous rack, let's call it less safe rack. We have another cable machine that's heavier. We could go single arms as well. We could go single arm cable. That might be a play. Single arm cable might be a play as well. We'll decide that here in a second. Elbows and I've never used the elbow sleeves. Wrist wraps I think I've used once. I've used them in the past a long time ago. So all right. Yep. All right, let's add some more weight. We could, I don't really want to do close grip bench. It's just adding more bench. I mean, adding more bench isn't always the bad thing. I do like bench. I do like bench. No, you're good, Bryn. You're good. Oh. Yep. I disagree with your logic, Gelato. Math is wrong. How, what do you say, 2033? What's that, like 8 years from now? I'll be like 38. 30, I'm 30 years old. 30 whole years old. So, all right, so that's more weight. Nope, 30. All right, that way. One, two. Happy Wednesday. All right. You know what I used to do? I used to do overhead triceps with this easy curl bar. It's a pretty fun movement. Yeah, Bryn, no one tells you that part, right? So, no one talks about it. I've recently heard some stuff about it, but I've always thought this. It's always been a thought. I think everybody thinks about this. For those of you that are adults, right, have children, I think this is going to be specifically people with children are going to understand this. It's that realization that nobody has any clue what's going on like 99% of the time, regardless of how old they are or what they do for a living, who their family members are, who they have kids, our parents, their parents. No one had any clue the whole way through. We were kind of all just winging it and trying to survive. And it worked somehow, right? I think the realization that your parents, there's a certain age where you reach and you're like, man, I know essentially as much as them about what's going on, and that's a scary thought because I have no idea what's going on 90% of the time. So, it's just winging it all the time. Every day is a new thing. Like, yeah, and there's that realization. It's like, man, I'm like the parent now. Yep. Yeah. Ah. One more. Come on. Yeah. Ugh. Whew. Ah. But I don't eat salmon or rolls, so. Do I like fishing? I mean, I don't actively seek out the chance to fish, but when I do get the opportunity to fish, I will. It's a fun time. Relaxing for the most part. I'm glad we can motivate. I'm glad we can motivate. We're gonna grab like a 1 to 3 reps here. So I'll tell you, so on this, back on the topic of like what's going on 99% of the time. The first time, this is a jarring moment for almost anybody, I feel like. The first time you call your parent with a question as an adult, right? Because you never stop doing that, right? You call a parent, like your mother, with a question. For me, I think it was my mom. And I'm like, hey, so this is something I encountered. What do I do about it, right? I've never had this happen. Just like a normal day-to-day thing happened, like something to do with like a, taxes, like something benign going on. I was like, hey, what is this? I've never seen this. How do I handle this? And their response is, I don't know. I've never heard of that, or I don't know. I've never seen that. As an adult, a jarring moment. It's like, wow, I'm doing something as an adult activity that my go-to has never encountered. This is the moment where I realize I have to learn things on the fly sometimes. It'll throw you off. I can't remember what the question was, but it was. I'm not going to try and recall exactly what the whole question was. But there was something I called them. I was like, hey, I've never encountered this. What do I do? Like, what's the suggestion? And they're like, I don't know. I've never heard of that. And I'm like, you're supposed to know all the things that I don't know. Like, that's how this works. That's how this works. So, 99% of the time, she has the answer, right? That 1% of the time is what messes you up. You're like, man, I got to figure this one out. Like, I got to go and, like, look into like research and like do math and call like people and figure things out. Like, this is awful. It's interesting though. It's interesting, those moments. It's definitely easier to find the answers to things, yes. You can Google about anything now. You can find a YouTube video on almost any task or topic. And it'll be, not every video is good, but you'll find something that's worth watching on the topic typically. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Whee! Yeah, that's the moment, right, Bryn? You're like, man, I didn't realize that could happen. Most of my like handyman stuff that I need to get information on, like what could be the problem, how do I fix it, what do I need to do? Mechanically, cars, I'm pretty solid, right? There's not a lot I'm not comfortable with vehicles, but home repair, as long as it's a hammer, a nail, a screwdriver, no electrical. I don't mess with electrical, and I'm not a big fan of plumbing issues, but I can handle them if I have to. But if I don't know the answer, I've got a solid like encyclopedia on plumbing and electrical, because my grandfather, he has a plumbing and electric business. He's been doing it his whole life. He's top tier. If he ever doesn't know the answer, I'm gonna start freaking out because YouTube's not gonna know either at that point. All right, because I'm convinced that he wrote the book on all of this stuff. I've asked him some questions before, and he like an encyclopedic knowledge of this stuff, right? So. I've got to do a roof on my house very soon. I wouldn't say very soon. Eventually, I have to do a roof on my house. Doesn't need to be done this year or next year, really. It needs to be done. I'm tempted to try and do it myself. Tempted, because I know vaguely how. All right. It's just going to be a lot of effort that I don't know if I want to put that kind of time into it. Nothing's wrong with my roof. It's just sometimes roofs need to be replaced. I mean, they wear over time. The roof is fine. The roof is fine currently. We get a lot of hurricanes in the south, so they get wear and tear, all right? They have not cut me a check. The next time we have a storm, I'll go up and take a look and see if anything's damaged, all right? We don't have any damage today, I know that. If it ever gets damaged in a storm, I'll definitely be calling my insurance. If I could get someone to do it for me, if I can get insurance to pay for it for me, like if something happens, I would do that. But, and I've gotten mixed responses on this. I do not live in Florida, South Carolina. I've gotten mixed responses on this, but I want to do a metal roof. Not like sheet metal, but one of the nice, like, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about them, like the really nice metal roofs. They look like normal roofs, but they're like, I don't know how long they last. Supposedly a long time. Kind of want one. I like the sound of rain on a metal roof, but I want it to look like a roof, you know? I don't want it to be like... But I've got to make sure that if I go metal that it looks like a real roof, because I don't want to mess up the value of my home with it. But I've heard it increases the value depending on where you're at. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. We're curling right now. All right, let's grab this. We got one more. We're gonna do a single, maybe a double here, and then we're gonna move on to two shoulders. It looks like a shingled roof from a distance, but it's metal. That's what it looks like, at least the presentations I've seen on it. I I just like the sound of rain on a metal roof. That's the whole reason I want it, I'm gonna be honest. It's very, very soothing, relaxing. A cup of coffee with rain on a metal roof, top tier experience if you've never experienced it. All right? Best nap you're ever gonna have is with rain on a metal roof, in my opinion. All right? Yep. Yep. One more. Yep. One more. Yep. Ah. That's more weight. So much going on in chat right now. Yeah, I was told that, Josh. I was told that the good metal roof, sometimes the rain sound isn't as noticeable. I do also have an attic space, so I'm worried that that'll drown out the noise. But to fix your spine, I would go to a doctor, Hunter. I wish I could help you more on that, but there's not much I can help you with there. All right, spine issues, I would go to a doctor and get it looked at if you have an actual spine problem. That's not going to be in my wheelhouse. I'm a trainer, a nutritionist, not a spine doctor. Oh, 100%, Bryn. So, worst case scenario, I get my metal roof on my house and I can't hear the rain on the metal roof, right? Worst case scenario, I'll just go get a bucket and stand outside with it on my head and get the same effect. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes. Yeah, I wish I could help more. There's not a lot I can do there, Hunter. I wish I could help more. Yeah, rich guy. I'm concerned the attic will drown out the rain noise. It's one of the reasons I haven't 100% dived into it yet. So, because it's not a cheap endeavor. It's pricey. All right, let's grab this. We're gonna grab this for a single, maybe. We said a single last time, we got 3. So I'm not even gonna guess. Not even gonna guess. Yeah. Let's go. That was what we're looking for. That was the struggle we needed. Struggle we were looking for. It took a while to find it. That number, I think that's the heaviest we've put on that bar. So if we're looking for PRs today, that is definitely an easy curl bar PR. I think we said it's 20-pound bar, 90, 110, 130, 150, 55, 160 on the easy curl. I think that's the heaviest we've gone on the easy curl. So don't quote me on that, but I think that's the easy curl PR. Was it super clean? No. Am I going to count it? Yes. All right. Oh. Shoulders are next. Shoulders are next, guys, as usual. God, this rack just keeps moving. Just keeps moving. Further and further out. I'm going to move this rack real quick, guys. Every day. Every day, just rack moves. All right. There we go. Now we've got full view of the rack again. All right, let's grab this. Set of 7 overhead press. Yep. All right, 155 on the next one, guys. Oh. Another set of 7 is the goal here. I'm going to do 3 sets of 7, or 2 sets of 7, heavy single, drop set for 3. I think that's what we're about to do. That's what's in my brain at the moment. I can't guarantee that's how it's going to go, but that's the plan. 2 sets of 7, heavy single, drop set for 3. Yep. Ah. Ah. Boom. All right, guys. I'm going under the tank top. I'm sweating a little bit. Ah. What's up, what's up? Whew. All right, one more single here, heavy single, into a drop for 3. Heavy single drop for 3. Yeah. Yeah. There'll be no backflips here. There'll be no backflips here. I promise there'll be no backflips here. We do have a super chat goal tonight, though, guys. For those of you that don't know, it's 10 super chats total. We do, like, I think it's 7 laps with 200 pounds. So seven laps with 200 pounds in our hands of farmer's carry. So I think that a lap is down and back twice. Down and back twice. My bad, boss. Move it out the way.
What's up, bro?
What's up, what's up? So I'm trying to get out the way.
Yeah, you alright, man? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's going good.
Oh,
All right, back down for a triple at 185. Back down for a triple at 185. I can do a handstand push-up against the wall. Against the wall. Handstands, back flips, front flips, cartwheels, barrel rolls. Not doing those. Not part of what I'm looking for in life. There's a mosquito in here. All right. One more triple on this. Then we've got a row. And we've got to figure out what we're doing to add to triceps. We might do single arm tonight, or we might do, I kind of want to do single arm, but kind of want to do skull crushers. I'm debating it still. Still debating it. Yep. Yep. Ugh. All right. Appreciate it, appreciate it. What did I eat yesterday for dinner? Yesterday for dinner? It's a good question. I had homemade beef nachos, or chicken nachos, homemade chicken nachos yesterday. Homemade chicken nachos. Homemade cheddar cheese sauce, lean ground chicken, whole grain, organic tortilla chip. I didn't make the tortilla chips, but they are organic tortilla chips with sea salt. Top tier. Top tier. All right. 90, 95, 100 on the dumbbell rows. And then we are going to do something else tricep related. I don't know what yet. So something tricep related. There we go. Start with 90s for 7. The lawnmower. We're not doing those yet. We're not doing those yet, cowboy. Uh, 385 is my PR on squat. Depth was questionable, but we got it. It went down and up. It went down and up. So. Yep. Yep. Oh. Yep. All right, we got the hundreds left to do tonight on the rows for 7, and then triceps, guys. I'm looking forward to triceps tonight. No idea. I'm natural. Couldn't tell you. All right. Oh. One more set, opposite side. Yep. 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 Ah. All right, rows are done. Hold on, I'm fixing my chat. There we go. All right, we got triceps next, guys. Triceps next. We might do some we're gonna try single arm, and then we might do some overhead extensions to finish out. From time to time, I'll use whey protein, not all the time. 5'11", 180, 181. Completely dry without a lot of food on my stomach or liquid, I weigh in like right at 180 or just below 179.5, somewhere in there. Just depends how hydrated and things I am. But completely dry, you know, 3 to 4 pounds difference when you're dry compared to hydrated and fed. I had to go get a blood draw today, so I learned what my dry weight was. It's close to what my dry weight's going to be right now today, around 179.5. So, which is about what I expected. At 181, you'd expect about 2 pounds difference, 2 to 3 pounds difference in your dry weight. That's what I come to expect. 2 to 3 pounds in the morning with very little on your stomach compared to when you have calories in already and liquids. So. I'm not significantly low on blood. They took one vial of blood. One vial of blood. I'll be all right. That much. I've had cuts that bleed more than what they took, all right? I've had cuts that bleed more than what they took today. That being said, guys, if you ever like donate blood or anything like that, like a significant amount of blood, you usually want to give it like at least a day, maybe more depending on your personal health and things along those lines. You're gonna feel kind of rough working out after donations. I wasn't a donation. It was just a blood draw. No, visionary. No, it's I do a it's supposed to be annual, but it's not always annual. Blood draw for my thyroid because I don't have a thyroid, so that's why I have that scar across my neck. But yeah, I don't have any thyroid, so they do an annual. I'm supposed to do an annual. A doctor took it. I started. Weight reduction for competition is what it was. I needed to make weight, so I had them pop out the thyroid before I showed up. Ugh. All right. Forced? They don't do a lot of forced operations. It's almost always by choice. Almost always by choice. Even if you're sick, it's almost always by choice. No. I lift so I don't have to run. Zero cardio. Yeah, here we go. There we go, that's decent. So we're gonna do single arm. So I'm gonna bring this down a little bit lower. We're gonna bring it to about here. And we're gonna do single arm extensions today. And we might throw in some overhead extensions afterwards. I haven't quite decided on that yet. Zero cardio for me daily, zero cardio. No, I don't stretch before lifting. All right. There it is. Sorry, I'm finding my attachments. No reason for me to stretch before my lifts. Static stretching can actually increase your risk of injury in some cases. So you gotta, it's all dependent on what you're doing. Just add some weight to it. Let's go 110 to kick off. We might need to raise this actually. I underestimated how low this rope was gonna fall. Swimming is a good total body workout if you're actively swimming. Now, if you're just floating, it's different. But you're going to get better strength gains from lifting than you will from swimming acutely. Now, swimming can be a great cardio workout. It definitely burns some calories. You're working pretty much everything at the same time. But if you're trying to make significant strength and muscle gains, you're going to need to lift. So, No, Tom, that's why we're switching up the tricep game. We're going to try and beat down on the triceps a little bit more and see if that breaks the little plateau. We're getting closer every time, Tom, but we're still like that far off. We just need to lock it out. But we're switching up the triceps a little bit. We're going to try a little bit more heavy targeted tricep work because it's definitely a tricep issue, in my opinion. All right, 140 is what it says on the block. You guys know how blocks are. There's cables and pulleys involved. So, but 140 is what it says on the block. We're gonna do sets of 7 on this and figure out where we want to be single arm. We are probably going to add in skull crushers, yes. We've already talked about skull crushers. We're going to do this and maybe some overhead tricep work today, but I haven't decided yet on the other tricep work. Oh. 155 for 3. Fiber. I don't have anything I specifically eat for fiber. I eat, if you're asking what vegetables, I eat very, very few. If it's not a potato, and it grows out of the ground, I typically don't eat it. I don't eat any green veg. I don't eat any green veg at all. No corn, no broccoli, no spinach, no squash, no green beans, no lettuce items like leaves, no leaves of any sort. No leafy greens at all. The only things that grow out of the ground that I typically eat are going to be potatoes and the occasional onion. They're just not part of my diet, Andre. What's up, Waffle? Just don't need those leafy greens in my diet. I'm doing A-okay without them. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to be doing like doubles and singles until it starts to feel heavy, which is going to be a minute, it feels like. What do we do if we max it out single arm? Do we just start using the machine for overhead? I could still do sets of 7 at that, but I'm trying to save it. No visionary, not at all, 0%. I don't think I've ever been, in the past 5 years, I haven't had that issue. So, if you eat clean whole foods, you're not going to run into that problem as often. At least I haven't run into that problem. I can't make a recommendation for you personally, but I eat a lot of dairy product. I eat a lot of potatoes. Some rice. Okay, I eat one other thing that grows out of the ground, rice. I do eat rice occasionally. Occasionally I have brown rice. It's like once a month, maybe once every other month I have rice. And I eat a lot of meat. I eat a lot of red meat. I eat beef at least 3 times a week, chicken twice a week, turkey once a week, and then maybe turkey twice a week. But like 3 days a week I'm eating beef, and then there's 4 to 5 days a week that I'm eating other like chicken or turkey products. But I eat about 3/4 pound, I'd say a half a pound to 3/4 pound of meat a day minimum. So, but like tonight was chicken. I had chicken tonight. Yesterday was also chicken, but we'll do beef tomorrow probably. But I eat about 300 grams of protein a day, so including my dairy, obviously. Yes, I have 3 children. All right. Yeah, it's a normal amount of kids to have. Why is 3 so surprising? Ooh, it's starting to get heavy. Yeah. Now we're finding it. Now we're finding it. Oh, now we're getting there. All right. Yeah, it's not an absurd amount of children. Not an absurd amount of children. I'm 30 years old, so that's usually what surprises people. I am 30 years old. My oldest child is 12. So so right, I don't know. I don't track my carbohydrates a lot. I eat a lot of carbohydrates right now. That's good. It's good. Looking 26, 27 is not a bad thing when you're 30, you know? How do I get fitness for my legs? I lift weights with my legs. I lift weights with my legs. Cardio and leg workouts are not one and the same. I mean, they pair up, but you get a better calorie burn out of weightlifting anyways if you're trying to burn calories. So nice, Mysterious. All right, 230. We're gonna hit this, and then we might do a drop. I don't know yet. I feel like we got one more. I feel like we can go up one more. Let me grab my milk, guys. No calisthenics. We do calisthenics at the end of the stream sometimes. We might make an attempt at some point for the maximalist block. I will tell you right now that we are approaching maximal effort right now. We might try 275 tonight. Might try 275 tonight. We'll see. What's up, NPC? Welcome back. Feel like I ain't seen you in a while. Now we're this second NPC. Well, I feel you. All right, 240, 245, I believe. 245. It's kind of scratched out, so don't quote me on that. But it's either 240 or 245. Woo! We're about that. That's gonna be it right there. We're gonna have to cheat this rep. Hold on. We're gonna have to cheat this rep. Give me a second. Ah! Found it. Found the one that's gonna fight us. Yeah. Vaguely cheated that rep, right? Vaguely cheated that rep. It's all right. Cheat reps are important sometimes. Ooh, yeah, we're there. There it is. That's what we were looking for on this machine. We were looking to find that one that was a struggle. Ah, I'm gonna be okay. 2 back to 215, 210, somewhere. I think it's either 210 or 215. The third number scratched. So 245. But we did a lot of reps leading up to that. I think if we were fresh, we could have got to 275. So we could have got to 275. I'm doing really well, Rich Guy, actually. Doing really well. Feel great. All right, we're gonna drop. Do a set of 3. How's it going? 100%. All right. We're gonna get one more. Ah. Yeah, they're spent. This is what we needed to do. We needed to switch to single arm. This is going to help us break that plateau for sure. All right. That's what we wanted. We want to struggle on this. Ooh. Feels good. That's the best the triceps have been worked in a little while. All right. Let's we're going to do one set of overhead extensions. Oh yeah, we're gonna get it very soon. But that's what we needed. That's what we needed to change. I can feel the difference there. So small acute changes like that help, you know? Sometimes it's just prodding and trying to figure out what's working, what's not, you know? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. All right. That's something I'm on. I think it's from one of the weights. Probably not. All right. All right. We got a plate on the bar. I don't know. It's been a while since I've done them this way. So, been a while since I've done them this way. But we'll see. Stay natty. That's the best way to be. Yeah. Best way to be. Ah! I didn't like the handle. I didn't like the handle on that one. It's a little too narrow. Or not narrow, a little bit too, not exaggerated enough curve. That's the way to put it. The curve on the bar isn't exaggerated enough. Whew. Ooh. All right, let's get, what's today, Wednesday? We're all mixed up this week because we didn't get, I think what we're gonna do today, we're just gonna deadlift, we're not gonna squat, because we did deadlift and squat yesterday and we ended up doing deadlift and squat again today, and I don't think that's intelligent at the moment. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna deadlift today, we'll be back to daily squats tomorrow. I don't know, I'll decide what we're deadlifting. I'll decide what we're deadlifting. I've been enjoying the everyday squats, believe it or not. But because we missed the day of deadlifts, we had to deadlift again. We had to deadlift yesterday instead of on Monday because of the gym not being open on Monday, right? So we added in deadlift yesterday with our squats, which is fine normally, but doing that 2 days in a row might be a little bit outside what we want to do. So I'll decide in a minute. We could rack pull tonight, and squat. I think that's what we should do. Let's do rack pulls and squats tonight. That's the play. That's the play. Oh. 100% that's the play. rack pulls and squats, guys, because rack pulls, while they are very effective for helping increase our deadlift, they're not going to be super taxing like a deadlift. So we're going to allow ourselves to move back into our rotation without overtaxing, right? So the goal is here to get back on schedule without taxing ourselves and having 3 days of recovery somewhere down the road. That's the goal, right? So, because the next time we'll get the chance to reset and get back on track is going to be Sunday. And if we're not smart about it, we'll throw ourselves off and we'll probably backtrack. We don't backtrack. We won't see progression. We're not really suffering at the lockout. I wouldn't say the lockout is our weak spot, but yeah. You know, I don't do a lot of banded work. I'm gonna be honest. Not a lot of banded work in my program. We're gonna start with 2 plates. Well, 2 plates aside. We'll start at 225. We're gonna do a high rack pull, so we're gonna be pulling from just above the knee. So you guys see where it's at. We're pulling from just above the knee. So just a slight drop. This is about how far we're gonna go. Full lockout, back down. That's the plan. All right. So. Seven. Let's get warm. Let's add some weight to it. Let's add some weight to it. Rack pulls can be a little awkward. They're also, rack pulls, I say, are also one of the, there we go. Rack pulls are also one of the lifts that not a lot of people understand what they actually are doing with a rack pull. It's a movement that's very, very targeted. So, I'm not going to wear the belt yet. As we get heavier, I'll probably wear the belt, but want to move it over here for when I need it, if I need it. My net works great. My net works great. Maybe it's your end. Maybe it's your end. You ever think about that? Yep. Double. Triple. Yeah, mine's doing fine. Mine's doing fine. Mind you guys, at about this point, we usually have, YouTube usually like has a refresh on the stream at about the 2-hour mark. So if you got a little bit of lag, that's probably what was going on. Congrats, Jen. Let's add more weight. Because I can, Brian, because I can. Why wouldn't I train at 1 a.m.? Why do I get that question so often? What's wrong with 1 a.m.? Oh, we got the milk. Don't worry, the milk's here. I've already ate dinner, but I'll eat again when I go home. I eat about 5,000 calories a day. We'll belt up for this one. 605 is, or 505. 505 is what we have on here right now. We'll start belting for that. All right. 20 singles. 20 singles of what? Rack pull? If you feel good for 20 singles, now you're probably going to be more sore. And if you're doing 20 singles at PR level, that's not your PR. You definitely have more in the tank. If you're doing your PR for 20 singles, you probably have 5 to 10 more pounds, most likely. At least. That's a lot of singles. It's like Kraft sliced cheese level of singles, all right? All right, let's get it. Move quick. Move quick. Wasn't bad. What's up? What's up? All right. Let's do our squats. Let's do our squats. I don't think we're gonna go any heavier than that. I want to save it for deadlifts tomorrow. That was our fill-in for deadlifts today because we did deadlifts yesterday. Oh, I didn't feel bad. We've done 600 on the stream. Did we do 600 or 605 last time? We did like 600 last time. Yeah, we've still got squats. We're not going to overspend because we got squats. So. Squats. It's time for the squats, guys. Squats. Oh, don't worry. We're definitely in squat tonight. We gotta de-rack all these plates first, but we're gonna squat tonight. Yeah, we do legs every day, except Sunday. Yes, I believe so, Ben. I believe you are correct on what that's all about. What that's all about. On the first comment. Bryce, what's up? Cool, let's get set up for squats, guys. Get us a decent angle. I don't like that angle too much. Let's do here. There we go. That's decent. We'll work with that. I appreciate it. I appreciate the like and subscribe. Helps out a lot. Helps out a lot. Uh, 2 hours typically, Ben. They've been slightly longer recently because we've been adding squats to our daily. But generally 2 hours to 2.5 hours, 6 days a week. Saturday is usually a little bit shorter. little bit of wide stance there for the giggles. Fair enough, fair enough. Oh, we should probably set our safeties. They're still set for rack pulls. Definitely set our safeties. Yeah, generally we keep it pretty clean on the stream. Generally, I can't guarantee it all the time, but. All right, let's grab it. I'm so used to watching myself line up in the mirror, but I have to get used to not doing that again. I've been doing it for so long. In comp, you don't have a mirror to look at, so you kind of got to get used to setting up without it. Obviously I am, it's just, it messes with you a little bit. All right, a double. Yep, or three, let's go for three. Yep, 1, yep, 2, yep, 3. That can or they just do in general? I know a lot of powerlifters that can do calisthenics. I'm pretty good at calisthenics myself, but it's just not part of the programming usually. Usually it's not part of the programming. Calisthenics, so, well, there is some learning curve to calisthenics, right? If you know how to do them, and you happen to be strong in that area, most of them are pretty easy to pick up. Now, to do them to an extreme, you know, lots of reps, different variations, that makes a difference, right? But for general calisthenics, most relatively strong people can get through like the normal push-ups, sit-ups, dips. Pull-ups are a little bit harder for heavier people, heavier power lifters, even heavier bodybuilders, things like that. But most calisthenics are doable as long as you're relatively strong and you know how to do them properly. So. Like outside of the stream, guys, I don't practice calisthenics at all. Like, the only time I do calisthenics is when we do them for the stream. So like when I do the push-ups on stream and stuff like that, all of that's been, I don't practice that at all outside of the stream. So what you guys see is my training for calisthenics. Never deload, Brian. Sundays. Every Sunday I have a rest day. Pull-ups, like we said, we don't do anything over 7 typically. I think the most pull-ups I've ever done in a row, and we had a time limit. I don't remember what the time limit was, but there's a reason why we stopped. We were close to 30, 31 pull-ups is the most I've done that I remember. I know into the 20s I'm comfortable. Push-ups, we've done 60 in 60 seconds, maybe more. I think I might have done 65 in 60 seconds at one point, I can't remember. And then Dips, we've done 40 in one set. I've done up to like 50 or 60 in one set for dips when I was doing dips more often. But I'm still good for at least 40 in a set. We did that the other night. So. All right. Quick single 315. I think tomorrow we're going to bump our squat. We're going to go 320, and then I think 325 on Friday. And then those are both numbers I've already done. These aren't PRs, but 325 on Friday, and then we're going to do 325 until about mid next week, singles at the top end, and then we'll start 330 about the middle of next week, and then 335 at the end of next week, and get comfortable squatting without a spotter at those levels through the next week or so. But I'm pretty comfortable at 315 without a spotter, although my legs are a little taxed today, so we'll see how this goes. Well, it'll move up. We're gonna pay attention to it. We're gonna pay attention to it because my legs are a little taxed today. Yep. 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 Woo-wee! Let's go. I do like low bar, yes. Felt good, guys. What's up, Justin? Welcome to the stream. What's your bench, Justin? What's your bench, Justin? Ugh. These 6-day-a-week squats have definitely taxed me a little bit. Congrats, Justin. Bench is my favorite lift. Bench is my favorite lift, by far. By far. Do better, Justin. Do better, Justin. Uh, 385, but I will say depth was a little questionable at 385. Justin's been on the channel before. He's commented in a couple of the videos. He's a bit of a hater. I think I don't know, his bench is probably like 75 pounds, I'd imagine, somewhere in that ballpark. Somewhere in that ballpark. I don't do power cleans. I have no idea. What's my PR on the bench is 365 currently. Deadlift is 490. 490, yep. Squat's definitely my worst of the 3 lifts. What am I letting get to me? I have no idea what we're talking about each. But squat's definitely the worst of my 3 lifts as far as numbers are concerned, but that's because I did bench specialization for 2 years. And then I added squat as an alternate lift, not every meet, but every other meet last year. So about a year of heavy squatting. We've gone from comfortable mid-2s, because that's about as heavy as I was squatting when I wasn't doing it in competition, to now being comfortable in the mid-3s. So a little over 100 pounds in increase over the past year on the squat, which is a solid increase. I would say it caught up pretty quick. I would imagine it's going to outpace my other lifts very soon. Squat normally does. It's just a matter of, do I train squat? And now I do. So, I don't like front squat. Not super comfortable with front squat, to be honest. I've done it in the past. Sometimes I'll do it for the giggles, but not anything super heavy. I think the most I've ever done front squat is 225. I tend to not do front squats very often. I get the use of them. They're fun, but it's not a super comfortable lift for me. I just don't do them very often. Not part of my program, Ugh. This gym looks similar. It's a public gym. I mean, anybody can get a membership here. So it's in South Carolina. I don't know where you're from, but my worst lift is squat out of the 3 big lifts. But that would be the lift that needs the most improvement. But it's improving very quickly, very quickly. Now, this 6-day-a-week squat thing has my legs taxed a little bit, but we're definitely feeling okay. So I think we'll see some dramatic gains in that field. Dramatic gains. Who am I ignoring? I'm not ignoring anybody. Mind you guys, I don't see all the messages because I run top chat now. So I squat every day. 6 days a week right now. I just saw that one, vegan. Did you say something earlier that I missed? No, there's no cardio in my routine. No cardio. I lift heavy weights so I don't have to run from anything. Yeah, so because of how busy the chat has gotten, I have to run top chat now, guys. I'm trying it. I don't know that I'll keep it on top chat, but it lets me focus in on actual questions, and I get a lot of messages from trolls, and it drowns out the people that are actually trying to communicate meaningful things. So I run top chat, so I don't see everything. It's also possible that your chat gets drowned out because I'm usually using the phone. I only see 3 or 4 messages at a time. But I try and read every message that I can possibly read. So if I miss your thing, just say it a second time. Usually I'll be able to catch it. I'm testing out the top chat. So top chat tries to filter out things that are repetitive. So questions we get multiple times or things that aren't quite chat friendly. It'll filter those out. So top chat filters out messages that either have been asked or said or talked about, things like that. Also, it filters things that aren't if you're subscribed, you get more of a chance of being what I guess YouTube would consider a top chat, or if you talk often in the chat. There's a lot of things that I guess make it a top chat. I don't know exactly the system. So there's no way to do it, vegan. YouTube has an algorithm for it. Some of your messages I'll see, some of them I won't. I don't moderate that. But I do usually have all chat on a separate platform, so I keep all chat here on the laptop, so I can see some of the extra messages. So I try and communicate as much as I can. Probably not for a while, vegan. We probably won't be at OG for a little while. Yeah, no, vegan. It's one of those things that we're gonna have to. I eventually have to do because of how much, when you. So like this stream so far, we've seen 3,500 people total, not at once, obviously, but total, and we've had, 13 chats a second. So, or per minute, 13 chats per minute, like every 60 seconds we get 13 messages or something along those lines, right? So 13 messages every 60 seconds is the average. So in order for me to be able to answer questions and not answer the same question repetitively, I have to move to that process or that type of chatting. But you're in the Discord, so if you have questions, feel free to ask in the Discord. I'm always answering questions in the Discord. That's why I have the Discord, so people that follow the channel can chat with me and ask questions outside of the stream, because it gets more and more difficult progressively to answer questions in the stream. Not gonna do that, Ruben. No, I've never played football. We don't do 8s and we don't do 12s. Nothing over 7, Adrian. No, it's a public gym. Public gym. This gym sponsors my meets, so when I go lifting, like when I go to powerlifting meets, this gym pays me to do that with their logos and branding. So they encourage me streaming from here. Although these streams aren't sponsored by them, they are my meet sponsor. So streaming from this gym is something I do just as a courtesy to them, and they encourage it. Alrighty. But I think we are done for the night, guys. I think we're finished up for the night. We are going to call it for the night. What's with the oil up thing? I'm not oiling up. That's bodybuilding, all right? Or powerlifting. I wouldn't be considered a rookie lifter. I don't know if you're trolling or not, Ruben, but I wouldn't be considered a rookie lifter. I can no longer compete in rookie meets. I haven't been able to compete in rookie meets in a while. So after you place once in any meet, you pretty much get knocked out of that ability to compete in rookie, like rookie specific. If you're trolling, I mean, you're probably trolling, to be fair, but you got to do a better job at trolling if you're trying to troll. Right now, I think I've got 7 meets under my belt. Only 2 of them I didn't place first. So only 2 of them I didn't take first in my weight class. Obviously, everything's weight classed. So only 2 of them I didn't take first. I took 2nd in the state championship, and I took 3rd at the Palmetto Classic. No, was it the Palmetto Classic? No, it was, can't remember what it was. There was a meet I took 3rd, a meet I took 2nd, but I've had 5 first place finishes I can remember. God bless, Andrea. We've taken a lot of them, and oiling up wouldn't help at all. Actually, it'd probably be detrimental. I don't know if you've ever tried to deadlift with oil on your hands. I haven't. It sounds terrible. What's up, Sophia? Bad eyes. That's what made me wear glasses. Bad eyeballs. That's what did it. I have an astigmatism. Ugh. But alright, I said it was time for the end of the stream, and then I started talking again, guys. I'm terrible about that. Alright, so tomorrow, the goal is... no contacts. I like my glasses. Tomorrow, the goal is 10 o'clock stream, I think. I think tomorrow, 10 o'clock stream is the goal. So, might be 11, but 10 is the plan. 10 is the plan. Appreciate y'all being here. I will see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm here every day, 7 days a week, working out 6 of those 7 days. On Sundays we stream something else typically. So it's late for me. It's 1 a.m. for me. I'm Eastern Standard Time, so a little bit of a time zone difference here. But it's a little after 1 o'clock for me. I appreciate the subscribes, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be lifting. It'll be a fun time. All right, you guys have a good one. I'm heading home.